Some recent drama has re-unfolded yet again around FaZe Clan of a topic that's actually been addressed several times in its history, and now yet again by some of the old founders and the new OG members. We're talking about FaZe Clipz, or former FaZe founder, one of the original, alongside Resistance and Housecat, as Clipz actually came out in a YouTube video to discuss his leaving of FaZe Clan finally after about a decade plus with the team. And besides being one of the original founders, how his legacy contract promising he would always be in FaZe Clan was voided, and then he was removed from the lineup alongside many other former members as FaZe Clan got rid of a dozen or more creators just a few weeks back. But here's what Clipz had to say.
FaZe Housecat started the YouTube channel. Like, he was the one who went on YouTube and created it, right? And we started the collective, and we never would have thought it was going to go where it went, but it did. We started popping off. We started getting a ton of views and things like that. Things were changing fast. We were growing. One of the first tryouts we had, we recruited FaZe Temperrr, who you guys know today as one of the original, or one of the owners. We recruited Temperrr. I recruited Temperrr. I was like, yo, this guy's dope. He's super good. He's good at graphic design. Let's bring him in. We gave him access to the YouTube channel. This is super early in social media too, so all you do is log in with an email and password. There were some things that had happened over time in 2010. We were growing. People weren't agreeing on certain things. So one day, I guess FaZe Temperrr wakes up and he decides to change the password on the YouTube channel and change the email. So now he is the only one who has complete control over the YouTube channel and complete access. It's all him now. And none of us had a choice in any of that. He just woke up one day and did that, decided to do that. I guess he had a disagreement with the other two founders that had nothing to do with me. I just woke up one day and I was like, oh my God, what happened? That's how Temperrr, the owner, has control over FaZe Clan. So that can kind of answer you guys' question, I guess, on how, even though I'm a founder, I was able to be kicked because early on I kind of lost that ownership status. It was taken from me. There were some changes made at FaZe, and part of those changes were a lot of people were released. Some that you guys might know, some that you might not. Some people's favorite members, some people they might not even know who were in FaZe. I was a part of the roster that was released. I was always told that I would be in like a Hall of FaZe. I would always be a member. I even signed a legacy contract stating all those things. That I pretty much would always be in FaZe as long as I didn't do anything crazy. But it sucks to, wake up one day, see the tweet that was just posted, and see that a lot of people that I knew and loved their content. They had a super huge impact on FaZe and his growth and his success. See them get let go. That was super, super shitty to see. But my name was not on the tweet or anything like that. And I feel like, I was like, wait, did I get kicked? I'm not on the list. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody hit me up. A lot of the people got calls from the guys like Tommy and them, and they were told that they were going to be kicked before the tweet went up or after. I never got a call. So I was like, am I still in? I didn't know. But I checked my email, and some hours after everything went live, I got an email from the FaZe legal team saying my legacy contract was voided and I was being released from FaZe Clan. And that's where we're at today. I got nothing but love and respect for all these guys. Please, guys, no hate towards anybody. This is just my history.
And for those of you somehow unfamiliar with this FaZe drama that's been readdressed many a times over the years, those are the so-called original FaZe founders and of the FaZe Clan YouTube channel. We are talking about way, way long ago. You can even Google it, and those three names do come up: Resistance, Housecat, and Clipz, who we just saw speak about this. And there's been a going back and forth of Clipz showing his love for FaZe Clan and what they have done with the brand. And of course, the drama being that that YouTube channel was actually stolen from the original FaZe founders, as Temperrr, now one of the, I would say, what other people consider to be a FaZe founder or FaZe OG member, well, because he stole the YouTube account and changed the password and email so the other people could no longer access it. And then FaZe Clan began to be what it became known as today. And even someone like Mr. Beast talked about this drama years ago. Yes, I said that correctly. Mr. Beast has talked about this FaZe drama.
Currently, FaZe Clan is owned and operated by FaZe Temperrr, but FaZe Temperrr had no part in creating FaZe Clan. In fact, in a way, he kinda stole FaZe Clan from its original creators. You see, FaZe Clan was actually founded by 3 people: FaZe Clipz, FaZe Resistance, and FaZe Housecat. These were the 3 people that founded FaZe Clan. These are the 3 original owners of FaZe Clan. And I don't know about you guys, but if I was one of the founders of FaZe, I would be depressed. I mean, imagine you and your friends get together, you create a clan, and then stuff happens and you're no longer a part of the clan, and then 5 years go by, and you look up the clan you started with your friends back when you were 15 on YouTube, and you see that that clan is worth literally millions upon millions of dollars, and you see that some of the members like FaZe Rain, FaZe Apex, FaZe Adapt are all making, you know, over 6 figures a year. You have this competitive team and all this stuff, and you have no hand of it. All the founders of FaZe have no part in FaZe anymore.
And why I'm bringing this up now is because of Clip's video about a week ago. We actually have Temperrr responding to all of this, and he has done so, I believe, on multiple occasions across social media, especially on stream recently, and I believe on Twitter as well, giving his take about this instance and how exactly it went down. Because as you guys can imagine, the community is kind of playing 2 sides. You have the original founders that are no longer a part of the new FaZe Clan, now a decade plus later, and then you have the new OGs and what some people see as the new founders, and people are wondering, okay, how do you guys now have FaZe Clan if you stole it to begin with? And so here's Temperrr explaining how it went down.
Did I actually change the FaZe password back in the day, or what's the story with that? This isn't accusatory. Yeah, listen. I actually have a video I was like working on, and like I gotta cut it up and put it out and shit still, so I kind of explained all this shit. But the short story is, yes, I did. But the long story is, I was fucking doing everything. Why do I hear an echo? Hold on. The long story is, I was doing everything for FaZe. I was leading the team. I was literally like doing everything for a month, like not a month, for a few months straight, several months straight, however long it was. Honestly, it was probably like 6 months. I led the team. I was doing literally everything, like posting the videos, editing the videos, recording the content. Nobody had a PVR at the time except for like one other dude that wasn't a leader. Bro, like I was genuinely building FaZe from the ground up, and like the other originator, like the main guy before me that was that role, left the day before I joined. You know what I'm saying? So I explained this all in my video. I'm gonna put it out at some point, probably this week. But like, it's, bro, like it wasn't done like in like a, like I deserve to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I genuinely, like it wasn't like, the whole reason I even did that in the first place was because I deserved to be a leader. At the time I was a co-leader next to Resistance and J-Cakes, and they were leaders. And I was like, yo, I should be a leader. And they basically said no. And I just felt like that was disrespectful, considering I was doing everything for FaZe, bro. I was doing everything. All they did was turn on their Xbox 360 and join the fucking search and destroy lobbies. You know what I'm saying? No hate to Clipz, but I didn't even know who he was till I saw him post that video the other day. Bro, and it's crazy that he posted that video. And I sent him a message. Like, I was like, bro, oh yeah, I was talking about Clipz. Nah, bro. So, I mean, Clipz posted that video, and like, it honestly, like, I felt so disrespected by it. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that he explained the story. And then when he got to explaining what I did for FaZe, all he said was that I like basically changed the passwords and like hacked I hacked FaZe, and but he didn't follow it up with, but Temperrr was doing everything for FaZe and made all these moves for FaZe, and he was like really building the team, and if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I just found that extremely disrespectful, and I let him know this too. Like I texted him, I'm like, bro, like there's no way this is how there's no way you didn't give me my flowers, when I literally, like, this is Clipz' story. Clipz was there in the very, very beginning, right? Like before I was. And when I joined, Clipz was still a part of it, but he was just kind of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always fucked with Clipz, like from day one. I always fucked with Clipz because I thought he was a good dude. Like, he seemed like a good guy and stuff. And like, all of a sudden he fell off the face of the planet. And then, sorry, gotta talk a little bit lower because baby boy. Exactly, bald spot. So listen, this man fell off the fucking face of the planet for years, for at least 5 years, maybe 5.5, something like that, right? Meanwhile, me, I was like, dude, I fucked with Clipz. I tried to find this man, right? Because he was gone, like no messages, nothing. I tried to find this man because our only way of communicating was on Xbox. I tried to find him on Facebook. I searched his name, couldn't find him. And years goes by. Then one day I wake up, I check Twitter, and it's like January 2016. I check Twitter. It's fine, baby. I promise you. I talk this. It's fine. I check Twitter. I see someone mention me and his name, like in a tweet. And I was like, I just clicked on his name. And I was like, I wonder if this is him. I see a video that he posted. I hear the video and I hear his voice. He has a very distinct voice. And I was hyped. Bro, I was actually fucking stoked. Like, I was like, no way. Like, and I reached out to him. I'm like, bro, Clipz, like I've been, bro, I was genuinely so hyped. Like, and I explained this to him. And I was like, bro, like, you know, I'd love to have you and like House Cat still, you know, somewhat involved into some capacity, whatever makes sense. And then you know, we had a small conversation. Then we ended up getting on the phone. And then I flew this man out to New York when we were living in the New York house. This is prime New York days, right? January 2016. I fly him out to New York, roll him out the red carpet entry back into FaZe, basically. You know, put him in all the videos and like get the members involved and shit. Like, dog, like I put him back on. Like, I didn't have to do that. There was no reason at all. Like, this man wasn't doing anything for FaZe at the time.
And for me, it's the first time having someone like Temperrr just openly say, like, yeah, I did a lot of the work. I was doing most of the work, and I just changed the password and email. He admits to doing so, but then further explains his reasoning for doing so, which, as you guys can imagine, some people weren't too happy to hear about, even though this is years and years down the line. And Clipz does seem a bit further removed and does still show his love for the new FaZe founder and OG members. That's where it gets a bit confusing for me. And so after all of this, going through the comments, it's a direct split. You know, a lot of people, especially supporting those original founding members, are very upset that FaZe Clan was stolen originally on. On the flip side of that, you have plenty of people who do realize FaZe Clan was never going to be the FaZe Clan it did become and the FaZe Clan it is now, unless you had those newer members and those newer OGs outside of the founders, which I do also agree with. I don't think FaZe Clan is as big as it is today without Banks, Adapt, Apex, Rain. You could name so many of those OG members that are much more well known than the founders way back in the day. But you can also admit that it doesn't necessarily sound good when you have an OG member saying, yeah, to start this whole thing off, I stole it, you know? I definitely understandable. But for me, I do tend to lean towards FaZe Clan was so much different back then, nowhere near what it did become a few years back, peaking at that $1 billion valuation and going public and having 150 plus employees and who knows, 10 plus esports teams and all of these members inside of it. It never reaches that point unless someone like Temperrr and the other guys do take over. But I understand as well, if you're a diehard FaZe Clan member from way back in the day, how hearing a story like this and Temperrr's explanation of it would still probably rub you the wrong way. And when Clipz says he had a legacy contract for FaZe now be voided, and he was still kicked regardless. So what do you guys think about the who actually founded FaZe Clan drama? It seems quite obvious now, the answer of the original founding members and then the OGs who took over as kind of the new founding established group that brought FaZe Clan to how we know it today. But what do you guys think? Give me your thoughts down below. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to keep on trying to rest my voice. I'm going to drink up a lot of water and maybe some buffed energy. They're down below as well, always supporting us. We appreciate them and you guys watching. Till next time, take care. We'll see you back here soon.